Good morning. I'm just going to take a quick minute before Geshe-la's here so I don't have to keep you all after the teachings, just to remind everybody that, which day of the week is it? No, not which day of the week is today, but Monlam Chemo is coming up this week, and I think it's Thursday. Did somebody just confirm? Yes, it's Thursday. Thank you, Lori. I've got my brain in the back of the room there. And Monlam Chemo is the end of this 2-week period called the Prayer Festival. That's kind of supercharged time for doing spiritual practice. And on Thursday in the morning, we're going to have precepts, which is, you have the opportunity, come in before dawn and take this one-day set of vows. But also throughout the day, at about 7:15 in the morning, at noon, and at 5:30, we're going to do this really fun practice where we do a group reading of a sutra, and a sutra is just one of the Buddha's teachings. And we do it monastery style, which means, say it's a 26-page sutra, and we've got 10 people here. We divide the pages up among everybody. We say go, and then everybody starts reading it out loud together. And it's really kind of fun, and it's really high energy. So I hope you'll come to one of those opportunities, and we'll do a different sutra each time. So there's one at 7:15, one at noon, and one at 5:30. Thanks.
The Gold Prayer Book, please turn to page 34. And we'll start by chanting Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. And if you have the white prayer book, please go to the page titled Kadampa Center Program Prayers. And you'll see the Shakyamuni Buddha mantra. Te ata om mane mane maha manaye soha tayata om mane mane maha manaye soha Hayata Om Mane Mane Mahamanaye Soha. Then Medicine Buddha stanza mantra. If you have the white binder, it's on the blue sheet on the opposite side. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispeller of disease and the three poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis sliced. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Then let's read the four measurables in English 3 times. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. I turn to page 37. At the bottom you see 2 mantras. So let's say the mantra for Chen Reizig, the Buddha of Great Compassion, 8 times. And then the mantra for Green Tara, the deity for enlightened activity, 7 times.
Also, please think about all the students who lost their life in Florida, and also who are also badly injured. Please remember, keep those in your mind.
Okay. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Taritu Taritu Re Soha. 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 Okay, the children are welcome to go to their classes. Thank you.
Did you get a chance to meditate? Oh, maybe short, only 2 hours. Short silent meditations. Yeah, just sit quietly and try to think nothing. Try to think nothing. Try to think nothing. Just sit, just sit quietly, maybe a few minutes. Okay. Try not to think anything. Sorry, just falling asleep. See, so usually I say, it's not, meditation is not about think nothing. So that's what I say. Nothing. But it's very interesting. It's very interesting. There are certain meditations that people they are so disheartened by gross mind and gross feeling and gross mind. They are like disheartened. That's the right word. Yes. Or maybe sick up. No hiccup, sick up. No hiccup, sick up. So, probably do hiccup sometimes. So, there's all this gross thought and the feelings. So that kind of like motivate them to stop. Kind of motivate, because the disheartened or sick up, those gross thought and gross feeling, long period of time they experience that they're kind of sick up. So then kind of motivate them to how to stop gross thought, gross feeling. So maybe they like try to focus, try to concentrate on, say, jiyang me means nothing. There is nothing. Jiyang me means nothing. So I thought, how to focus on, how you say, jiyang me means there's nothing. Nothing. Is there a difference between there's nothing or nothingness? Is there a difference between nothing or nothingness? Did you ever focus on nothingness? Did you ever concentrate on nothingness? Very interesting. But as I said, there are certain people motivated by sick of this gross thought, gross emotion, feeling, so they try to stop them and try to focus on nothingness. How? How you do? I'm asking you how you do. I'm asking, please teach me how to do. How you do?
I wasn't successful.
How you do? So see, that there's channels. There's like probably there's many channels. Emerge from chakras. There's 5 chakras, according to Vajrayana teachings. All the chakras, they merge from all the channels. They merge from the chakras. Those chakras are located here, there. So there's 5 chakras located. So all the channels, they merge. When we are born, then there's the first, I think, channel start. There's like three main channels that grows close to the back. So then the center, there's the certain color. In order to understand, in order to have better intellectual understanding of the channels, they have some kind of colors. I don't think itself has color, coming to color, but for the for the practitioners to understand or get some idea about those channels, so they have some kind of colors. So the central channels, the influence of the central channels right here, between, how you say, 2 eyes, third eye, somewhere there. So they try to send the energy through the central channels. Once you manage to open the channels, the body is going to be, you feel much, much lighter, and there's so many things happen, you know. So how they do? Energy has no color, no shape, how they do? You have to come up with shape, you have to come up with shape in order to focus. Otherwise, it's hard to focus something. There's no color, no shape, how you focus? Like example, like mind. Mind doesn't have shape and color, so then somebody says, okay, focus on the mind, how you do? It's very hard. Oh, so now tell me how you do. How to focus on nothingness, how to focus. Probably nothingness is not the right word, so I'm not sure. Like, jiyame, that's Tibetan word, but you don't understand. That's Tibetan word, doesn't help. Yeah, when we say, oh, you could say, or I could say, anybody could say, okay, next 5 minutes, 2, 3 minutes, we will sit down, silently focus on, try to think nothing. Easy to say, but not easy to do. How you do? Try to think nothing, how you do? So the reason I'm bringing this up, maybe some of you may have thought, oh, he's contradicting. Before he said, oh, it's impossible to think nothing. Mind always thinks something. Yeah, that's right. That's true. Mind always thinks something. So now how to stop this gross feeling, gross thought, all this gross emotion? Next 3, 4 minutes, you could say, I could say, anybody could say, or let's sit down, silently try to think nothing. How? How? Question is how. Now we need to look for objects. Object. We need to create object. What kind of what kind of object you are going to create? What kind of object you can create to help that helps you to think nothing. Think about. When you find out one, please tell me. Then I will repeat back to you. How to do? Any tips? Yeah, please. Yeah.
I think about a void, just a dark
Think about what?
void, like in space, deep
A
space, but it
void
doesn't
or-
have any planets or stars, or
Oh.
it's just a very
Space.
dark,
Empty
dark,
space.
empty space.
Drop.
Hmm?
Drop. Drop.
Dark.
Very good drop.
It's just dark. So it's like a real velvety kind of black, is what I see.
That's the object we should use.
That's the object I can use, that I have used. Yeah.
So focus on darkness. No?
I focus on everything. The air conditioner, the talking, the sounds, the colors, everything.
When we meditate, of course, like our senses are awake. Therefore, you hear noises. Now the question is, whether you follow those different noises is not is under your control. You can control that. You can control. You just notice them, simply then let it pass. If you follow, then you get distracted. Then you're probably going to carry on from Kadamba Center to flea market to Whole Food back to your room. So then, meanwhile, your body is here. Then you are being carried out all over the place. So. Any more tips? No pressure, just wondering. Yeah, please.
What helps me is I just think of blackness, and it just gets darker and darker in my mind. What helps me is I just think of blackness, and it just gets more and more dark in my mind, and it's just empty.
Oh, does your mind get more darker?
More darker?
Uh-huh.
I just see the black become bigger, and it just I don't know. I agree with what she
Yeah,
says.
that's
the
good.
emptiness,
Does that help you?
Yes, absolutely. That's
What it
helps.
does?
Excuse me?
What it does?
What do I do?
No, what it does for you?
It just helps me avoid all the thoughts and just
Oh, very
like
interesting.
push them away. Yeah.
Maybe there's now two. There's a democracy country. There's two of them now. Mm,
Okay.
Mm.
So at night,
mm,
when I can't sleep, this is when my thoughts overwhelm me or they catch up to me, and I can't sleep. So I find that thinking doesn't help. It's the opposite. I'm thinking too much. So I find that if I put my hand on my heart
mm,
and the other hand on my stomach,
mm.
I'm really, and this is just me, I'm in my body and I can hear my heartbeat. I can feel my breath because of my stomach.
Mm.
And then there are moments, fleeting, short, small ones, where I don't have any thought. And then it's gone, and then I start again. But eventually, if I keep practicing that, I have longer moments, and that's just me.
Very good, wonderful, yeah. So please give them a round of applause. How you applause? Thank you. I have idea, but it's probably might not be the perfect one. I have ideas. So idea. Thinking about, not really. I don't be just thinking about. It might help, not thinking about. Yeah, before we discuss, I said, in order to stop other thought, we need to focus, right? Focus. That's the one way to stop. Whatever you do, like touching here, try to feel the breath or whatever. So, is there a difference between think nothing or other? What do you think about this? Like writing a word says think nothing. Writing a word. No, words. You write down think nothing. Could be object. Focus there. Something to see rather than not to see. So I just suggestion. It's like might not be the right one for you, but each one of us need to come up with some idea how to, to temporarily, temporarily think nothing. How to think nothing. So how about this one? So using the word or maybe written on a piece of paper, it says think nothing, then focus there. There's something to remind you. If you are thinking something, the object kind of reminds you think nothing. So just suggestion. Okay, just use the suggestion. I don't do a lot of this kind of meditation. So most of meditation that I do is like review meditation. I heavily rely on certain materials. So then I repeat them by heart and I focus on the meaning. So then I could go through, the step by step. So I could be sitting, I could be walking, going there, going here, going there. But meanwhile, I'm thinking, thinking. One way to stop disturbing thought. Yeah, so think about so just suggestion, okay, just suggestion. Not asking you to do that, but we have to come up with something to focus. But meditation that associated with, like someone who's like disheartened by this gross feeling, gross thought, then how to eliminate them, that also, a little bit kind of complicated, or definition is kind of long, and my English is poor, definition is long. So all combination, all of that, is a little bit complicated. So there's few questions here before I read this question. So this is just while we are meditating. Well, not just here, but I've been thinking. The last couple of months we have discussion here, and I throw the questions like, what is meditations? What is the purpose of meditations? Why we do meditations? Then through their discussions, a lot of people said, like I did heard like a number of people like talking about think nothing. So that since then I've been thinking about. So, and here are a few questions. So I've been sitting there since few weeks. So I'll probably read this. So before the person who put the question before their patience wear out. I'll read this question. So before that, please, if you mind, to take a moment to introduce to yourself to each other. So then after that we'll read. Oh, no. It's good, people enjoy it. Thank you very much. So, sorry for ringing the bell. So, so Dr. Brown here? No, Dr. Brown. Don Brown? Huh? Dr. Brown here? No. Anyway, so long time, no, maybe like 1 year ago, suggested that, and I took this as an order for me to order. So Dr. Brown said, okay, Gisela, it's good, it'll be nice if you can ask people to introduce each other, before you teach class. So I said, okay, yes, Dr. Brown. So, yeah, I think it was a good idea, so that gives some opportunities. So then I thought the idea behind that is, so coming here, so so I think it'll be nice to, like I say, build some kind of like connections between us. That's what we talk about all the time. Last 19 years, we've been talking about here at the Kadamba Center, importance of bodhicitta, altruistic attitude, and like the altruistic attitude is, according to Mahayana Buddhism, is draw to all the happiness. Altruistic attitude, cherishing others, is a draw to all the happiness. So very important, very powerful mind. And Guide to Buddhist, the way of life, they're composed by Shantideva around 7th century, 8th century. So book has already been written around 8th centuries. I think like chapter number 1, I don't remember exactly, but yeah, pretty sure chapter number 1, if you read, you'll find this stanza. So the altruistic attitude or cherishing others, cherishing others. Not because that other is your friend or relatives or your, not necessarily your loved one, relatives, friends, or same kind of people. It's not for that reason. So, based on deeper understanding of what is our existence. Make sense? Does it make sense? Our existence, based on that. So, like knowledge, like knowledge, that's knowledge that you gain, that knowledge that you gain reading or studying Four Noble Truths. Buddha's first teaching, Four Noble Truths. If you have deeper understanding of Four Noble Truths, when you look around, different face, different. But bottom line, same. Bottom line, same. Bottom line, same. Every single second looking for happiness, every single second, no differences. Every single second looking for happiness, no differences. You don't have extra reason to be happy, they have less reason to be happy, same, equal. So then, not just that, everything we do in our life comes with so many difficulties, so many complications. Marriage, friendship, job, education, all everything comes with the complications that produce dissatisfactions. Complications produce dissatisfactions. So therefore, it's like right from the beginning, including myself, all of us, right from the beginning, we have need awareness. We have to be fully aware. Fully aware. Everything change. Everything everything change. Everything, mind, fashion, desire, everything change. Everything change. Constantly change or changing. Even though it looks same, it's not same. It's changing. Constantly, moment by moment, changing. That kind of change is hard to understand. The growth change, like changing of season, like something breaks, this kind of quite easy, relatively easy to understand. But the subtle change, is hard to understand. So we have to be prepared, not just prepare, well prepared. We need to be well prepared. Or does not mean, don't enjoy, just get negative. It's not like that. Of course, enjoy, but need to understand. That's not where the happiness comes from. Need to understand that very clearly. No, we listen, we look at the color, we look at the shape, we try to get some kind of joy, satisfaction, pleasure, whatever you call happiness, whatever you call looking at different things, color, shape, different colors, different shapes, or listening to different sounds, smelling different smell, tasting different taste, food, or touching something, Now, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. But we need to remember that's not you get happiness. True happiness. That's not how you get true happiness. So it's been said, that text has been written like around 8th century, so then way before that, it's been said. But the Rolling Stone, it said it very nicely. I can get no satisfactions. Said it very nicely. Everybody knows in the West, everybody knows. It's very important to understand, to remember all this goodness of sound, smell, shape, color, taste, tactile. Buddhism is not saying, don't enjoy, not saying that, no, enjoy, but with awareness. Need to be prepared to let it go. When it disappears, it will. It's only a matter of time. Need to be prepared, not just prepare, well prepared. So able to enjoy at the same time, don't cling so tightly. Need to be flexible. With awareness. That also need to be practical. There's so much you can control. You may think, or somebody may tell you, you have all the control. Nice to hear, but practically it's not true. There's so much you can control. That's why everybody likes to fix things, but we can't fix everything. Why? There's a reason. So my point here, I just want to share with you, so it's very important to think in daily basis, to think, enjoy, but that's not your happiness comes from. Now you can enjoy. True happiness comes from by thinking. That's the way to contain, satisfy, by thinking, not by doing things, not by doing stuff. Not by doing stuff, not by doing quite amazing. Some other countries, people like suffering, not having enough. It's like kind of mind-blowing that when I move from Stephanie's house to the house that I live now, when I look at, probably there's like 9 years worth of stuff that I probably collected like mice. Somebody gives something, so. My hometown, you hardly throw anything. Everything you get, you just hold on because it's something useful. Here, it's not like that, but I just hold on. So then you go through sufferings of having stuff. That's kind of like very interesting one for me. So not like I never went through that, so it's very interesting. So anyway, so it is like we need awareness. The true happiness, satisfactions, contentment comes from by thinking, not by doing things. Because why? Because these are not reliable. Do you agree with me? Do you agree? It's not reliable. Doesn't mean you don't enjoy, but you have to understand it's not reliable. All the goodness is not, you can't rely your entire happiness on that. You can't rely. It's not reliable. But it's beautiful. It's very nice. Nice color, nice shape, nice smell, very good. Enjoy, but at the same time, need to understand and prepare. When it's ready to fall apart, ready to disappear, you have to let it go. Just want to share the jebe mingom, dunga kunjiku idemiro sebe punzo. Downside is not reliable. Well, it may be, it is changing, but we don't see that. But it's changing, constantly changing, but you don't see that. But when the growth change happens, then you see, then you not able to let it go, then it's become all complicated again, all over again, it's become more complicated. Not being content caused by all the complication, and all the complication is the nature. It's not just you are doing something wrong. That's the nature of the samsara. Everything is complicated. Everything is complicated. It's just nature. It's just nature. It's just nature. Then how to deal with that? You have to have a strong mindset, firmly rooted in knowledge base, not just belief. Firmly rooted in knowledge. Firmly rooted in knowledge. Then you have this wisdom to understand. So then everything. Then life becomes much easier. Much simpler, much easier. So then it's going to what is called easygoing life. Even the death comes, not big deal. That doesn't mean that you enjoy. Not big deal. Right from the beginning, you are aware. You're aware, not just aware, but well prepared. Well prepared. You're not just well prepared. Then it's that's the hope. Okay, just want to share that with you. Before I read these questions. To prepare for ourselves, including myself, prepare ourselves how to let it go. When it's happened, how to let it go. Without hurting too much yourself, how to let it go. Something very important to think about day-to-day life, something not to just wait till last minute. Important to think day-to-day life, okay? So now here, the questions I will read. These questions begin with thank you. Oh yeah. Why is it important to understand the aggregate? I will say a few words here. Aggregate, five aggregates. So then there's a book to read. I will recommend you to read the book. Okay, so then if you don't understand, then I will explain. The books the books composed by one of the Indian masters called Vasubandhu, and he wrote this book, Treasure of Knowledge, Abhidharma Kosha. So I believe it's chapter number 2, and he has explanations, detailed explanation of the aggregate, 5 aggregate. Suji Pungbo, form aggregate, Choya Pungbo, feeling, Geshe. Geshe means like, this is rose, white rose, or this is red rose. That's called Geshe. Geshe. So then another fourth one is a little bit complicated. Namshe, then consciousness or awareness. That's the fifth. Fourth one, anything beside 4. 5 aggregate, anything beside 4. Anything does not form, anything does not, what you call, white rose, red rose, or whatever you call, perception, whatever you call. Tibetan we call Geshe, whatever you call it. so then the feeling, okay, 3. So then consciousness. So anything you can think of beside any restful, huh? Anything that's not other 4, if you can find in America. So that's then the 5th one. Not in America, in the world. Did you find one? Anything that's not feeling, not consciousness, not perception, discrimination, whatever you call it, not feeling. Anything you can think of?
Mental formations.
Mental formations.
What is a formation?
Compositional factors, sub-level of thinking.
No.
Once you discriminate, you have other things that come.
All the mind, all mind is out of options. Mind is out of options. Thought are out of options because it's already including the consciousness. It's part of consciousness. So sorry, you failed that. You failed that. Huh?
Isn't it like September?
Yeah, suicide. Yeah, time. Yeah, exactly. Here go time. That's the one. But there's few others. You know, no need to find all of them, but finding one is good. Time. So please read the chapter number 2. So then there's a detailed explanations, the order, why there's orders, why they listed the form first, then feeling second. There's also explanation about that. Okay. So read. So then, if you don't understand, I will help. That's pretty easy because it's based on knowledge. So not based on experience. So based on books, so I remember. So then the second question: what's the difference between incarnation and rebirth? Very good. All of these very good questions. Rebirth called kyewa. You know, so generally speaking, there is no differences between incarnation and rebirth. There's no differences. I mean the same thing, 2 different words. But the way they use incarnation is usually used for as someone, him or her, dedicated the rest of their life and meditate and gain some kind of deeper understanding of spirituality. Yeah. So then they live and according to Tibetan traditions, Tibetan Buddhism is the only traditions that talks about reincarnations. There's other form of Buddhists, Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Vietnam, all of that, they usually don't talk about reincarnations. I don't know why, because Tibetan Buddhism is the only one, So then those, highly experienced individual practitioners, so then, you look for their rebirth. So then this incarnation, the word incarnation is used for that. In our culture, when you say incarnation is more than rebirth, it means something special. So there's many different ways to find that. Sometimes the person leaves some clues. If you are not bored, then I will tell you some stories. If you are not bored. So what we do, like in monastery, when you, the great master, when they cremated, when we cremate them, so we, underneath the body, there's like sand, fine sand. There's nothing has been written there, very clear. So then we use one kind of like a fry pan. There's no handle, but fry pan, a round one. Then you upside down on that sand. Then top of that, then you put wood water, then the top body. That's how we cremate. Sometimes then when you open that after the cremation, when you open that, then sometimes there you see letters written. Sometimes you see the footprint. And then they, look at the directions, direction east, west, north, south, and sometimes there's letters. So one of my teachers, when he passed away, did this, I was like 16, I was probably 16, 17 by then. So but just I have no any clue at all. I just saw something there. So there's so many people looking. So then I just got glimpse of that. Then after that, so there's one way to. Then sometimes so if you've been you've seen the movie Kundin. Then there they show something. The article that belongs to the previous life. So then little short boys, the boy pick up everything's right. So this is not made up. It is actually truth. They picked up. Something. That's called reincarnation. Okay, incarnations. But generally speaking, no differences. Okay. Oh yeah, that's that. Oh yeah. So then, what mantra or mantras would you recommend we say for Geshe Rinpoche long life and good health? Tara mantra that we'll be saying, green Tara mantra. And for facilitate the best condition for him to visit the center, I already talked to him 2 times. First time he said yes, the second time he changed his mind. So of course everything's ruled by impermanent. So I don't want to push him too hard. At the end he feel obligated to come here because of. So then I feel terrible. So it's not good. So I already requested behalf of our center, requested one. When he was in Tibet, he said, "Oh, I will come." So So then after that, when he was, but he also has some knee problem. He's already came here 2 times. So the reason I invited him here, so I want you to. There are a number of people that are interested about initiations. So while my teacher's around, so then I thought maybe it's the best for you to receive from my teacher than me. So I know nothing. So I do no practice. So know very little things. So then I thought invite. Then Geshe Rinpoche did offer initiation. So then he also has some knee problem. Then the second time he's like, "Oh, I have some pain in the knees. America's too far, 17 hours, I'm getting old. There's nothing much I can say." So now I'm not sure, to facilitate the best condition for him to visit the center. I don't know what to say. So recite Tara mantra or prepare to go to India to see him in the monastery. So there are 2 more questions. No, there's only a few minutes left. Please tell us the history of Vajrasattva. Was he in sutras? The practice is mentioned in the sutras somewhere there. History. So sorry, I don't know history. I don't know the history of Vajrasattva. So please tell us the history of Vajrasattva. Sorry, so no understanding. I don't know the history. Okay, so it's been in the sutra. Yeah. So the last one now. Would you please discuss the developing conviction faith? Not convention. Conviction faith. I'm asking this question especially for help with generating the faith in having been purified in the Vajrasattva practice right after saying the mantras. So, Namula, please can you mention the 3 types of faith? Don't know how to say it in English. You remember? They are put on the mic. There's in Tibetan, in the saying Tibetan doesn't help. So it doesn't help. So I do remember in Tibetan.
Is there a clarifying faith?
Tame Teba, that's called Tame Teba. So now, see, that kind of Tame Teba can be raised, based on the sanctuary, seeing something, that immediately you feel something. like could be like holy site, the Buddhist visit different holy site, or some church where when you walk in, you feel something, something, how is it? Something, some kind of clarity in the mind. It's like, and some people they feel nothing. They're just looking at the art, and the drawing and the painting. We just like they are just interested in artwork and the history behind the church or temple, that the holy site. That's all they are interested. And those people sometimes don't feel nothing. And some people they come there, and they feel something. That's called tameteba. Clearing faith. There's another translation, clearing faith. Clearing faith, that's literally translated the word tameteba, faith. Another word.
Aspirational faith.
Yeah, something also. Now the second one.
Oh, well, I thought that was the second one, aspirational faith.
The first one, you need to probably look different translations. So tameteba, it makes perfectly sense in Tibetan, because tameteba, it doesn't. Means the wish to be like, or wish to be. You see something, or like very interesting. Long time ago, we did retreat in the Nolan's farm. There's one young girl. The girl means like girl refers to what age to what age?
12, 13.
Huh?
Up to about maybe 12.
Yeah, probably the young lady. And when I lead retreat there, so I don't want them to be stuck into the room all day long. So I just tell them, very purpose of retreat is to have more positive thought. That's the whole point. Therefore, if you walk in the woods, there's no big piece of land. If you can clear your mind by walking, that's very good. You don't have to come to the sessions. Absolutely fine. You just take a walk or running. So that lady, in the end of the retreat, everybody get together. Then I think somebody what they call evaluations. Evaluations. So that everybody speaks or talks something. Then the lady said very interesting. So that's every morning, that only the 2 days that she's running, jogging. In her mind, it's almost like this what is it called? Aspirational faith. She says she's not just running, she's chasing somebody, someone that she wants to be. So I thought, that's aspiration faith. That's very interesting. That's very good. That's very good. She's probably she might have some like difficulties dealing with the substance, but she's chasing the persons that she wants to be. So I thought that's very good. That's aspirational faith. Last one. Yeah, now last one is here, faith of conviction. Second one, ngonde means wanting to be something. Teba, is faith. Teba is faith. What Mother Teresa said? Anybody remember? That I probably quoted many times now. I don't remember. Power of prayer is what? Power of prayer is faith. The power of power of silence is prayer. The prayer, the fruit. Yeah. So anyway, so there's also something to look. It's interesting. So anyway, so now then the last one, conviction faith. Means you are convinced. Mainly, of course, first just intellectual knowledge. So then knowledge. So then slowly, more you think about the knowledge you learn, and it starts to sink, bit by bit in your heart. Then you gain some experience. So then experience produce or convince, or if you do this meditation, you could go further, deeper. Then you are convinced, not somebody tells you. You are convinced by that is the experience you gain doing experiment about any types of meditation that you do, then you gain some. So then from there, then types of faith grow. Types of faith grow. Then you are, that faith is like you are convinced by your experience, based on knowledge, experience. Then you are convinced, oh, that's the path. If you put more effort, it will liberate you. So that's conviction, faith. That's like the best and unshakable, and best or unshakable.
I found the quote, Geshe-la.
Oh, yeah,
The fruit of silence is prayer.
Oh, see, fruit of silence is prayer. Oh, yeah.
The fruit of prayer is faith. The fruit of faith is love. The fruit of love is service. The fruit of service is peace.
Fruit of prayer is faith. So like this, every single word that she said is carrying deep meaning. They need to understand, need to think again. So the fruit of prayer is faith. So that probably, the faith probably refers to all those three types of faith. Could gain. Oh, what is prayer? What is prayer? It's a wish. It's a positive wish. It's positive wish that reflects into a piece of paper we call prayer. It's just all the positive wish. May all sentient beings have happiness and cause of happiness. That's prayer. You say it's prayer, it's a wish. That you wish. That you wish. So now, so sorry because I'm going round and round, all around. So Shanti, there was Guide to Buddhism Way of Life here, Bodhicitta here. I'm going just round and round. Now we'll come back. Altruistic attitude, cherishing other, draw to all the happiness. So you remember, I'm about to quote Shanti Deva text, so I can carry out. Chanju Sevgada, Tevi Chonga Kunsevi, Chol means sadness, depression, whatever you call. Cho, Same Cho means mind is sad. Here you ask question, how are you? That's all you ask. Tibetan tradition, like we ask, are your mind, as the Sembaki would do it, are you mentally happy? That's how we ask, are you mentally happy? Sembaki would do it. So then, they respond there. Anyway, Kyo, sadness or depression or low self-esteem. Low self-esteem, all probably refers all of them, Kyo, now probably, like difficulties, problems, complications, sufferings. In Buddhism, when you see word suffering, it doesn't mean pain. There's deeper meaning. Suffering doesn't mean some kind of pain. It doesn't mean that. It means, that's why I'm using this word complications. It doesn't mean pain. But that's the literally translated word, suffering. Tewe cho ngao. Ngao means difficulties. Kun, all. Sel means eliminate. Tewe cho ngao kusuwe. Chanju simchi tashunis. Now what is that? That is bodhicitta, altruistic attitude, cherishing other. It is like horse. That is like horse. If you manage to that right horse, that horse will bring you to happiness. So the Shanti was wondering why very little people ride that horse. Or maybe why people discourage of riding that horse. How you say, discouraging?
Discourage from upright?
Yeah. Ju look means, like, we have no interest. Ju look means like, probably like couch potato. Sit there, do nothing, have no interest. No interest to move around, just sit there. Ju look means like, just, Ju is the mind stream. Look means it's just, that mind stream gets sluggish. So then, just like that. So that Shanti was wondering that, 대외 종합고 제외 전주 semje 따시는 되는 데원도 wala semyesu julus. If somebody has mind, if somebody is thinking, if somebody has a mind, so then why you get discouraged to ride that horse? So bottom line, so it's very important. Not talking about Buddhism, it's not talking about Buddhism, it's not talking about religion, it's simply talking about kind of mindset that you need in order to be happy. It's not talking about how to become Buddhist. It's not talking about that. It's talking about kind of mindset, if you manage to develop, that mindset will bring you to happiness. That's all. And whoever has a mind, if you are atheist, you easily have mind. If you practice that, you get benefit. If you don't believe in anything, but you still have mind, if you practice that, you get benefit. If you manage to do that, you don't need any religion at all, because you are absolutely fine. So that's what we needed, altruistic attitude. When you look around, everybody, every single second, looking for happiness, trying to avoid suffering. Same. American, Tibetan, white, black, everything, same. Bottom line is same. So, need to understand that, Rani Chejun, just thinking about, my need, Rani Chejun, Rani is just, my way. Everything has to be my way. Life is going to be disaster. Life is going to be disaster. Disaster. That thought, if you live with that thought, your life is going to be not happy at all. Doesn't matter if you're Buddhist, not Buddhist, monks, nuns, American, Tibetan, whoever had this kind of mindset, your life is not going to be better. Not going to be easy, difficult one. Rani Chejun, Guvakunjiko, that makes you very vulnerable. Vulnerable? Not venerable, vulnerable. Everything bothers you. Every single thing bothers you, makes you so mad, so angry, so irritated. Everything. Look around, culture, tradition, the look, the race, everything bothers you. Rani Chenju, Guva, all the difficulties. It invites all the difficulties. It makes you very vulnerable to all the things. Manam Chenju, cherishing others, is the best. But whoever had that, so life is going to be, life will be rice, not rice that you eat. Rice. Life will be rise and shine. That's the one word I learned first time when I came here, now 19 years ago. One of the center members told me. So I'm like, we went to Indiana, Kalachara initiation, his own is giving. So I'm like sharing room with Dr. Brown and there's one member. Then she said, Gila, tomorrow when you wake up, tell them rise and shine. So I had the word, I still remember that word. So, probably, they already rise before I said it because I snore. They already rise probably many times in the middle of the night. They probably already rise a number of times before I say the word. It's really amazing, Every problem there's some kind of solution to solve that, but so I remember at that time Dr. Brown brought something, some kind of like clock. Then you put there and makes all kind of sound, waterfall, bird.
Sound machine.
I thought, wow. How many people snore in the monastery? Nobody has that. I thought like, wow. Yeah, amazing. Every citizen, there's something to. So I'm not how much that helped. Or maybe to keep you wake up, or it make you more sleep, or I don't know how to challenge. That's the antidote for my snore. Dr. Brown brought antidote for my snore. So second day, the herb, another gentleman, bought something to put on my nose. I just put, they say, okay, I do. I just put it there. When I wake up, it's gone. It's not there. It's fine. So, amazing, amazing. Like everything has something. So anyway, so that's the stories about bodhicitta. Rangi jo goba ko jo manam jo de tishin dashin je na jo nyamre ningbo choba chinjelo. Be in other people's shoes. Just minute. Just be in other people's shoes. And feel, and feel. So it's like exchanging yourself with others, exchanging yourself with others. Yoga, it's called, yoga means practice. Yoga literally means practice. This is the type of yoga that you do, exchanging yourself with others, and being there and looking from there. We try to feel. So anyway, so there's the question of all the tragedies, recent tragedies in Florida. It's hard to imagine, people killing people. Why? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So, yeah. So, what we need, we don't need more Buddhists. We don't need more Christians. What we need more people with altruistic attitude. That's what we need. We need people with a warm heart. World is going to be a better place. No doubt, guarantee. World is going to be a better place. Family is going to be happier. It doesn't matter they go to church or not go to church. If they have altruistic attitude, family is going to be much, much happier. There will be no killing. So that's what we all should emphasize, on think something wonderful, think something positive, think something good. Try to find something. The minute you wake up, try to find something that you can think, you can be grateful. So the positive thought, that's the answer. Positive thought, that's the answer. Negative thought, no good. Nothing to do with religion. It's no good. And you lose happiness. So we try, of course, as a Buddhist monk, you heavily rely on materials. Then review, then try to go through that every day. Try to remind yourself, what is all this about? Why you here? What's the purpose of your life? And how you can do something bigger than yourself, mentally, and that feels good. It's all about that. Okay, so that's the last thing I just want to share. Okay. So now dedication.
In the Gold Prayer Book, turn to page 246 and 247. And if you have the white binder, just go to the back of that sheet that says Kadamba Center Prayers, and we'll say the dedication written by Master Shantideva, who Geshe quoted earlier. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome pears bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I to remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now 7 Tara, green Tara mantras for Geshe's long, healthy life. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh yeah, thank you, and have a wonderful weekend.
Just very quickly, I'll mention, since Geshe mentioned a little bit about the Vajrasattva purification practice today. A month from now, 4 weeks from now, we will be doing a weekend spring retreat out at Nolan's Farm on Vajrasattva practice. So March 23rd, 24th, 25th. Oh, okay. All right.
I'm Elise from Outreach. It's just a reminder, the Love Note project is ongoing to do what Geshe was talking about. It's a good way to practice and develop your feeling of bodhicitta by helping others. 10 cards, 10 minutes, and 10 hearts touched. These cards are available across from where the shoes are kept. You pick them up and return your packets. And I'm very grateful to you because a few days ago I was able to deliver 240 of these notes that you, with your bodhicitta attitude, have accomplished. So thank you and keep it up.
Hey everyone, I'm Heather. So to keep the merriment going and to continue our conversation today, we have Sunday tea, and Vivian has done an amazing job making a delicious meal. So please stick around, connect with others and those that you've kind of been chatting with, keep that conversation going. And also, I want to give a thank you to Donna, because last week's we went to the Faith and family night at the Carolina Hurricanes. It was amazing. And so I just want to thank you for that, because it was awesome. Lori, I see you back there, and Chris taught me so much about hockey. I had no idea, but I got to know a lot about it, but also about each other, which was really cool. So we're going to have more of those opportunities like right now. So don't head out just yet. Head over right there and have some tea. Thanks.
Okay, so we do need a volunteer to help with washing Sangha cups, which is always a wonderful thing to do, and then emptying the water bowls afterwards. So you can step up, and Donna you want to help them do that? Or just, if you already know how to do it, Peter will tell you how to do it. Oh no, he's dry. Okay, so today I just want to introduce a new thing. How many of you received the email about Count Me In? Oh, good. How many of you responded to the email? One, right. So no guilt. I just want to introduce this new way of thinking about all the roles we need to fill. So we're not starting off with all the roles we need to fill, because there's many. It takes like 170 roles to keep this place going, which is a little shocking. Who's shocked by that? Yeah, okay. So I thought I would just start with one it's very simple, but it does require a little bit of knowledge about the Dharma. To support, we have no big event this year. We have events, but no big one. So there's a lot of things to get done. Like, let's just get a lot finished or started, whatever. So I thought the first thing might just be to get some help with all the visitors that come in, because that takes a lot of time for your center manager. I don't really want to give this task up, but I need some help. So it's called just the front desk, and you would sit at the desk where the computer is and greet people as they walk in, answer the phone. I'll write protocols so that you won't feel sometimes it can be a difficult phone call. Sometimes it's a lot of information, but I'll help with everything. I'll be here for the whole time. So there's different shifts. They're all online on the website. So if you go to the banner, looks like that, click on it, you'll see all the times, and then we'll have to talk about how it fits in your life. So just give me an email or a call. Thanks.
you.